Welcome into the booth here on PHL 3. It's looking like my microphone is not set up properly. I'm hoping you guys can hear me. Alright, I think we do have it sorted out. Might be some slight audio quality issues, but I'm hoping they won't be too bad. Tonight we have a big matchup in Division 1, Pro Division of Play. We got the Bloomington Wild facing off against the Philadelphia Liberty. Second time I've seen Philadelphia this week. They're coming off 2 straight losses to the Halifax Hooks on Tuesday. 2-1 in regulation, 0-1 in overtime. As for Bloomington, they're coming off of big wins over Calabasas, knocking Calabasas out of the playoffs in the process. And that means we actually have our playoff set. We don't have the seeding in. Any team can finish first over these last 2 match days, I believe. But we do have the 4 teams that will be in the pro playoffs figured out. It will be the Albany Beavers, the Philadelphia Liberty, the Halifax Hooks, and the Bloomington Wild. So these teams fighting for seeding mainly, trying to get the best matchup that they can. Hopefully gunning for that first spot to face that 4th seed in the semis. But other than that, there is mostly bragging rights on the line tonight. Well, it does look like we are going to have some debuts as well. As to be expected, these teams not really wanting to show their hand for the playoffs entirely. On the ice right now, in net, I should start there. In net for Bloomington, you see on your screen right now, is Sleepy, but not the one you're used to. This is Sleepy with a Y. Plays for the Vancouver Frost Giants in D2, putting up absolutely massive numbers for that team. I believe Sleepy is sitting at a .68 goals against average in D2. That's best by a ton. And with 2 shutouts last night in D2, up to 13 on the season. Just absurd numbers, considering that Sleepy started in 26 games, I believe. So half of all of Sleepy's games in D2 have been shutouts, getting the call up to replace the other Sleepy on this Bloomington Wild roster. Big moment for an up-and-coming goalie, for sure. On the other end, hello, Juice. Nice to see you back in the chat. On the other hand, for Philadelphia, we don't have their full lineup in yet, but it does look like Echo might be getting a start tonight. Rezi, Echo, and V in the lobby right now. You also see the full lineup for... Oh, maybe I was wrong. It's Echo leaves and Cap joins. Could still see it. I don't know. We'll have to see if Tony Flo gets in here next. But other than Sleepy in net, Bloomington starting all of their usual suspects. Lumley and Austin on defense. Matt and the ever-dangerous Owen on offense. And Owen has been absolutely dominating the last couple weeks of play. Just on Tuesday, he had a 5-goal night, including a hat trick in Game 2. So the number 1 priority for Philadelphia has to be containing Owen, for sure. They have to do that, because Owen will punish you if you don't. And almost all of the games that Philadelphia has won against Bloomington prior to this, both games that they won, were 1-0 victories. So if they're able to shut down Owen, there isn't a lot else that Bloomington has been able to throw at them so far in terms of depth scoring. Will be the big question mark for the match, in my opinion. And we mentioned this is potentially a postseason preview. 5-game series in the semifinals. Would not be surprised if it went all the way to Game 5 between these two teams for sure. They've split the season series 2-2 so far. 2 matches tonight. We'll see if the same happens. As Tony Flo hops in the lobby, so we will have full starters for Philadelphia by the looks of it. Rezi and Cap up front. V and Tony Flo on defense with Zebra in net. And this team, Philadelphia Liberty, they're probably the most disciplined team in D1. I'm looking at the title now. Yeah, I was promised that that was changed. I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to change it. So I'm going to give a little ping here to Dead Guy as we get underway in Game 1. Puck given to Rezi. Creeping over the blue line, chipped up off the stick of Lumali. Cap going to look behind the net to Rezi. Rezi looking for the wrap, looking for Cap back door. Nice little play by Liberty to kick things off. Owen will take it up ice. Pass received behind the back by Matt. Nice pass back as well. Almost found the tape of Owen. But V will pick it up for the Wild. Number 79, V. A mid-season acquisition for the Liberty. And a great one at that. He's almost a point per game since joining the squad. That puck chipped on the sideboard. Rezi with a little bit of space, but the puck went in his feet. Lumali challenging Cap down low. Kapanen below the goal line. That's his comfort zone. He's probably the best player in the game at both backing up missed shots from his teammates and just getting the puck, winning puck battles down low, and getting that puck out in front. Has been a large part of the offensive strategy for Philadelphia. You'll often see the dump and chase when Cap's down low. That's because it works. Pays dividends for these boys. They generate so many chances off of it. We saw it Tuesday night. Even in the losses against Halifax, so many chances coming from below the goal line up into the middle. Wraparound chances as well. Kapanen back for this puck. Fires it up. Lumali will be there to receive it. Chip by Rezi. Big hit by Rezi as well. I think he was going for the block on the puck, but decided to take body once he missed. Good start to this game for Rezi. Physicality coming out early. Owen picks up this puck. Skating around 2. It's just V back to defend. A 2-on-1. Owen cuts to the forehand. Misses the net. Owen loves that move to the forehand. He's a left-handed shot. Coming in on V, who's also lefty. His Cap will come down and shoot it. Good save by Sleepy. But Owen, forehand on forehand, he's got a bit more space to work with when it is V on defense. V can't reach as far on his forehand. Owen prefers that forehand shot to his backhand. That's what he tends to go with. We've seen how dangerous it can be every time the Wild are on stream, including last night. Or I should say Tuesday night. Kapanen picks it up at the blue line. Working his way past Lumali. That's a clean beat. Almost. Lumali gets the stick on Cap. Long reach there for the slash. Knocks the puck away. Owen coming in. V's flat-footed. Still gets the poke check. Great tenacity from V, able to break that play up even when he was almost down and out. Lumali pinching in to grab this puck. Trying to maintain momentum for the Wild. Just over a minute left to go in the first period of play. Matt grabbing, turning. Looked like a double hit sent that puck back the other way. Austin picking it up. Drop pass to Lumali. Lumali chip to Matt. Has Owen streaking through the middle. You can see that play developing, but it just couldn't fully connect. The breakouts for Bloomington are a large part of this team's success. It's an interesting counter to the dump and chase and the constant pressure that Philly likes to put on. I believe that's going to be the showdown of the match, including the Owen problem, I should say, for Philadelphia that I mentioned earlier. It's how well Bloomington can break out of their own zone. Nice shot on, saved by Zebra. Owen will go and pick up that puck again, but it'll be knocked back to the neutral zone. 10 seconds left in this first period. Long chip. Owen looking maybe to header that one in, as that puck landed behind him and was cleared out. That will do it for the first period. Not a ton of action. You can tell these teams feeling each other out. Hoping to see a few more goals here in game one. I don't think either team... I think Bloomington's had most of the chances. Owen with a couple nice rushes. I can only recall one shot getting in through on Sleepy. And that puck looked like it was going over the net anyways. So Bloomington with a bit of momentum, looking to keep that up here in the second as we get underway. And Resi going to kick things off with a pass up ice to Cap. Kapanen fakes out Austin, but Lumali well positioned to back that play up. Resi coming in, tapped away by Matt. Here comes Austin now. He's got three lined up trying to block that pass. He still finds it. Owen tried to deke around V. Opted against shooting that puck from an awkward angle. Maybe worried that that one will get blocked. Another good defensive play by V to knock that one up ice. Kapanen's got more speed here. He gets around Austin. Could be a chance here for Philadelphia as he slams on the brakes. Looks maybe for Tony Flo on the far side. But that play was cut off by Austin. A lot of excellent defenders in this lobby. Austin, Tony Flo, V in his own right, and Lumali as well. A lot of talent. Definitely see why these two teams are looking at long playoff runs and a championship. Shot by V. Rebound! Resi puts it home! Looked like an awkward tip. Yeah, it just hits Austin and Sleepy reacts to the far side shot. Isn't able to get back to the near post. And it's 1-0 Philly. Big goal by Resi, his 16th on the season. This high-scoring Philadelphia offense, I do believe they score more goals than any other team in the league. I think their only competition in that regard would be Albany. As Resi comes in, looking to make it 17 goals on the season. Can't find it there. Nice save by Sleepy to settle the nerves down. As Lumali passes it inside to Matt. Matt in a one-on-one against V. V, great positioning. Matt still beats him, and Zebra has to knock that puck away. Resi chipping it. Tony Flo knocking it all the way down ice, and Austin will turn on this and beat Cap to it. Looking for the pass. V sacrifices his body to pop up the stick of Matt, and it works. That pass goes right through, and the Liberty regained possession. V with a nice chip. Austin has it. He'll chip it up ice to Matt. Matt shoots it. Nice block away by Zebra. Out in front! Lumali couldn't find the whole puck. Only tipped off the stick and no shot on the follow-up from the Bloomington Wild. Kapanen now spinning in his own zone. He'll come up ice. Dekes around Owen. Trying to get around the other three. Austin with a beautiful block. Shutting down that chance before it could get on net. Lumali, the long shot. Jumping block by V. Prevents that one from getting in on Zebra. The rush chances being defended deep in the zone by the defense are looking more to block shots than disrupt the play. A lot of skill in this lobby. You don't want to pressure too hard on defense, especially as last man, for fear of getting beaten. Breakaway is the last thing you want to give up to a player like Kapanen or Resi or Owen. This one will drop down. Owen winning that 50, but he can't get to the follow-up. Resi had a bit more speed, a bit better hands to get around Austin. Looking back door to Kapanen. Kapanen pokes it through. Austin rushing for it. Can't reach it. Back door. Resi couldn't find the puck. He was just an inch too far to the left. That's that connection that Philly has looked for all season between Cap and Resi. Almost nets him a second goal in this game. So Matt with a couple of chips comes down. Has an option up high. Resi couldn't reach that on the first attempt, but the pass isn't hard enough to get through. Lumali, awkward play. Loses that puck and V will pick it up and come in. Pass to Kapanen. Looking near side, top corner. Couldn't hit the target. Wraparound chance. Loses control. Lumali trying to deke his way out of the zone. Will eventually try and chip it up to Matt. It's cut off by Resi. And the Liberty get back on offense. Sleepy with a batting save. This puck launched down ice. Zebra comes out for it. Tiger jumps out of the net. And ooh, almost a dangerous pass. And they will lose possession for just a second. Austin picks it up, knocks it behind the net, and a little team bump in front. No pressure will be put on Resi as he comes out of the zone. Matt trying to apply some on the backside. Double commit by the Wild. All four Bloomington players down there at the end of the period, looking just to prevent a shot. 1-0 for Philly, a much, much better period from them. Limited chances on their own end. Some nice defense, especially from V. Resi is able to jump on a rebound and make this game 1-0. Assist from the defenseman, Tony Flo, and V on that goal. Never realized just how high of ping Lumali has. Sitting at 90 right now. Unbelievable numbers for D1 player. V coming through, chip play, past two Wild players, looking inside to Resi. You can see on the minimap that Resi had a lane to the net, but the pass didn't get to him. Chipped over everyone. Matt turning around to catch this. He'll quarterback it from the corner. Looking beautiful pass inside to Austin, but Austin looked like it just went under his stick. Matt will pick it up again, looking for the back pass. Couldn't find it there, and V will take it up. V with a chip. Mostly just to Austin. Chips it down low, and in comes Matt. Beautiful chip, beautiful pass. Lumali couldn't pick it up cleanly. Back in front! Zebra well positioned to make that stop. Matt didn't get all of that shot, not as much as he would have liked. But good job saving it by Zebra as Kapanen puts one on net. Tony Flo can't get around Owen. This could be a chance for Lumali going the other way. Tried to deke through. V, more great defense, just shutting down Lumali and Owen. Owen with a spin to win that 50. But it's V that comes out of the pile with a puck. V sticking with it now. Long pass across the ice. Owen cuts it off. Tony Flo will come in. Got options back door. Kapanen looking to do a jumping pivot. Try and catch that puck, but to no avail. Tony Flo picks it up. Fires it all the way down. Sleepy gonna leave that puck. Kapanen wins the race. Can't get it on net. Nice boards bounce to kickstart the back check. Owen coming in. Another poke by V. V having a great first game in this series. Shutting down every single chance that Owen has had. And Kapanen looking for the wraparound. Resi has it. Bar down goal! You see that puck bounce out front, and Resi just rips it over the left shoulder of Sleepy. 2-0 for the Liberty. Lovely start to this series. It's a long dump. Looking for Owen. That puck got through. Back pass Matt. Knocked away by Zebra. Gets the stick up, blocking that chip. And Austin will try for the long shot. It goes in! From the blue line! Unbelievable! Looking like Aaron Rodgers out here. Austin, from about his own 40-yard line, launches that one directly into the net. And it's 2-1. The Wild have life. Halfway through this third period, Matt wins the 50 against Kapanen. Matt comes in, rips a shot, looking far side. Zebra couldn't get it. Tony Flo fires it over. Kapanen loses it to Lumali. Lumali trying to get it, but again it's V to shut it down. V taking his time. Nice chip. Blocked out of the air by Owen. It's a nice shot there by Austin getting that one on net as Lumali comes in. Misses the net. Feel like Zebra was a little bit out of position for that one. That one just snuck to his left. It's difficult. You're not able to do the micro positioning that you used to in this new patch. That one just catches Zebra out. Nothing more to it. Tony Flo coming in. Fires it long ways. Sleepy. We'll launch it up. Matt passes it inside to Austin. Austin has a chance to tie it. Nice save by Zebra. Batting it up to Resi as well. Triggering a 1-on-1. Potential for a 2-on-1, but he elects to take the shot. The rebound drops into a dangerous spot, and Kapanen will try to take advantage. Putting it between his own legs. Double pressure, but Cap's still battling. This is the down low play that I was talking about as he wins that puck battle for Resi. Sleepy makes the save. Both players leave it though. Kapanen almost jumped on that one. Matt turning. Fires it up. Kapanen gets a tip. Lumali has it now. Looking to tie it. Wide of the net. Austin between the legs. I thought that one was in for a second. Almost off of the chest of Tony Flo. Matt puts it down low with 10 seconds left. Gotta be something here for the Wild. Awkward bounce. Matt turns. V makes the stop. Lumali into the corner, and that will wrap up game one. A dramatic ending to the comeback. But we don't have one in store in game one. Big block by V right at the end. Beautiful, beautiful save, and that might be one of the better games I've seen V play in quite some time. All over the ice, especially in his own zone. Could count 7 or 8 chances for Bloomington that were just completely stopped by V. Lovely defensive game. For someone that mostly plays up, especially in D2, might think there might be some issues there, but absolutely none for V apparently. We'll see if Owen can get going in game 2. Held to just an assist in game 1 as Austin can't really even call it an assist on that long bomb. Not really given to Austin anyway. We'll warm up here for game 2. Philadelphia with that win. Unless the first game in Halifax and Albany is done, which I don't think it would be by now. Philadelphia moves up, and they will take the lead in D1 from Albany. Chance to extend that lead if they can claim a victory here in game 2. Austin puts it back door. Owen is there. He's got room, but he can't find the puck. Chips it through, and Zebra will be able to clear it out. At least to the blue line as Lumali catches it. Lumali can't pull off the toe drag. V on the break. Good knockdown by Austin. We're getting moving here in the second game already. The Wild coming out flying. Looking to get some semblance of momentum here. Matt with a win against V. Doesn't have anyone to pass to, so he just puts it low. And V will be there to pick it up. Fires it far side to Kapanen. Kapanen's got Resi streaking. Looked for the pass. Picked up the loose puck. And he'll carry it in himself. Still looking back door. Actually looks top corner on the short side. That one unsuccessful off the side of the net. Matt with the back pass to Lumali. Lumali to the middle. Shot over. As Resi picks it up for the Liberty. And chips it up. But it doesn't find Kapanen. Austin looking for another Rogers bomb. That one much more blocked. Didn't really know where I was going with that one. I know where the Wild are going, though. They're trying to go to the back of the net. Big save by Zebra, covering up the 5-hole. Owen takes it in deep. He's beaten 3 Liberty players there. Matt can't find the shot, though, and it's cleared away. Another good opportunity for Bloomington. This first period looking more like the first period in the first game. A lot more offense for Bloomington. Looking for a goal. Knocked away by V once again. Kapanen inside to Resi. But it's just in front of Resi's stick. And Bloomington will regain possession. Owen beats V, looks back door. I think Owen had a bit more of a lane than he probably realized there. Could have drawn out that defender, but instead it's blocked away as Matt with a spinning shot. Tries to catapult that one into the net. Good save by Zebra there, reacting to that one. As Resi comes in on 2-on-1. Dekes out Lumali. Rebound. Bouncing puck, couldn't put it home. Back pass. Stopped by Sleepy. Good job with the stick from Sleepy. Long shot saved away by Zebra. Hasn't faced much action since the start of game 2. That is, Sleepy hasn't. But does well there, knocking it away. Good move by Resi as well, getting in alone on net. As Austin comes in. Nice stick by Zebra as well. Couple of active goaltenders near the crease. They do a great job contributing to the defense. Limiting the number of angles that their defensemen have to cover. It's a great benefit. Resi coming in. Goes outside. Rebound! Finds the goal! Resi jumping on another rebound in this game. His third of the night. It's 1-0 Philly again. Dazzle, game 1 was a Philly win, 2-1. Philly moves up to 51 points on the season. That game ending in regulation, so the full 3 points to Philadelphia, nothing for Bloomington in game 1. Kapanen spinning with it. Looking to build on their lead now. Important to note, that was the first time that Philadelphia has scored 2 goals against Bloomington on the season. They've either been shut out or only found the back of the net once. Big game for them. Of course, not facing the starter in net for Bloomington. But Sleepy is no slouch. Neither of them are. Matt, checked away by Tony Flo. He's got Resi waiting mid. Good challenge by Matt on the boards. V will pick this puck up. Drop pass to Tony Flo. He's having a bit of trouble getting that on the backhand, but eventually launches it up ice to Austin. Only problem with that is Austin is not on Tony Flo's team. So big hit by Lumali to clear out the center of the ice. Here comes Owen. Forehand shot saved by Zebra. Sliding to his right, but saving it with his left pad. That'll end period 1. Another high note for Philly. Even with V completely annihilated on that play. They're able to rely on Zebra to make that save. So we get into period number 2 here. Good chances from Bloomington. You're obviously going to be disappointed that you're not leading the game right now. So this long pass might not be for much longer. Off the chest! Save! But the rebound goes in for Owen! Another long bomb that Zebra can't knock away, and the rebound deflects off of him. He gets a piece of it, but it finds the back of the net. And Owen's on the board in this series. Captain voicing his displeasure. I don't know what game mechanic there is to dislike there. Long shots, I guess. But Owen finds the back of the net. That's his 24th goal on the season. That's second in the league. Long pass, and Austin will pick this up. Lumalee has it now. Chip past V, and V takes a tumble as well. So Lumalee with some space, some room, a nice deke by Lumalee. The shot forces a rebound, and Owen was crashing the net. Good job by Resi to clear it there. Austin fires it up ice. Tony Flo knocking it up. Lumalee spinning and chipping. Matt coming back on the back check. Trying to pick that puck up. He'll knock it to a place that Austin can grab it. Austin, you know what? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They found 2 goals directly off of Austin's chips from the neutral zone. Might as well keep doing it until Zebra can prove that he can handle those. We're going to see another one here. So Austin puts this one over the net. Lumalee there to back up the play. Spin pass! But it's a little too hot for Matt to handle. Just over 3 minutes left to go in period 2. Tie game off of goals from Resi and Owen. Lumalee towards the middle. Owen picks it up, but he's got no speed when he does. Tony Flo having a bit of issues with this. Owen also having some issues. No one can find the puck right now. Eventually Tony Flo will. And puts it up to the captain, Kapanen. Lumalee takes it off of his hands. Captain on captain violence. And it's won by the Wild. Austin back for this one now. Off the boards to Lumalee. Awkward pickup, but launches the puck in the zone. Owen looking towards the middle. But it chipped over his stick. Looked like he got that more with the shaft of the stick than the blade. So that one pops up. Resi, 2-on-1 now here for the Liberty. See Kapanen taking the outside position. Resi takes it himself and scores! Resi on Austin. Made him think past the whole way. Cuts to the forehand and finds that top left corner on Sleepy once again. And it's 2-1 Philly. Another huge goal by Resi, his 4th of the night. And Lumalee looking to answer back right away. Forehand, goal! An immediate response from Lumalee on another amazing goal that I unfortunately missed all of on the replay. But he beat V in much the same way that Resi beat Austin. Apologize for that replay. It's really nice when you have a second broadcaster in the booth. You can have that second camera angle to cut to, but I'm doing the best I can here. And as is Kapanen, he gets a favorable bounce, comes in, saved by Sleepy, rebound in front, knocked away by Owen and Sleepy's combined effort, and we stay tied. Resi has this puck looking back door to Kapanen. Austin saw it coming. And now he's got to see V going right past him, in on net. Can't find the shot. Tried to cut back, but didn't find much more success there. Good hit by Tony Flo, taking Owen out of that play. Sorry, that was Matt he took out of that play. There's a lot of players that used to wear number 11 on this Bloomington team. Resi coming in. Weird bounce. Even weirder that Kapanen falls down there. And eventually it's launched to Tony Flo in the neutral zone. As the Liberty decide, we're just going to reset here. Let's figure things out. Pops over the top. Another bounce. Really awkward game now. In the Bloomington zone. No one can seem to get possession. Another puck battle on the boards. This one won by Austin, but there's no Wild players up to receive it. And it's shipped to the wall to Resi. Resi with a spin. Beautiful little pass to Kapanen, who gives it right back. Resi, give and go. Sneaky little play by Liberty. Love to see it, but no big results there. 20 seconds left. Maybe the last chance for the Wild to take the lead here in the second period. Lumali puts it inside the map, but that one well off the tape. Austin puts it on net. Awkward chip. Spin. Zebra having to track that one down, but it doesn't hit any part of his body, and we stay tied, heading into a crucial third period. Try and take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard if I can find it. If the stream is up, it should be just starting. Halifax Hooks in Game 1 against Albany, leading 1-0 in the first period. They got two casters over there. It's Log and Texas Donut working that one. Highly encourage you to go watch that game while we're in the intermission. Then come right back here for a 9 o'clock Eastern start time. We're going to have Calabasas Camel Crushers playing against the Red Deer Caribous. I completely forgot the name. For some reason I was thinking Hobart Bay. Resi coming down now. Taking the lead maybe over the net. That one fired all the way down. Tony Flo has it. And fires it right back. Austin. They're going to play a bit of catch by the looks of it. Tony Flo turning on this one to keep the game alive. But we're back into hockey territory now. As V passes it up to Kapanen. Kapanen with a nice chip. Gets by Austin completely. Cuts to the middle, but can't maintain control. Kapanen in tight. Resi wide of the net. Such a dangerous shot from Resi. 4 goals tonight, looking to make it 5. Lumali, back pass into the zone. Matt challenges Kapanen and wins it. Coming to a full stop. Beautiful move. Inside! Bounces around Lumali, but it doesn't go in. Another play by the Wild. All the pieces are right, and the finish just isn't quite there. So it makes Owen such an important part of this squad. He's got a bit more of that finish than maybe anyone else in this lobby. Although Resi is giving him a damn good run for his money tonight. Long shot. Beautifully knocked away by Sleepy. That one looked like it was going far corner. Kapanen down low. Beats all of the Wild, in fact. But Resi was expecting that one on his forehand. And went to the backhand instead. Austin launches it. V is there. V to Resi. And launched up to Kapanen. Tries to receive it mid-turn. To no avail. Owen will fire it in. These teams, not a lot of chances in the past minute or so. That shot on Sleepy being the best one of the third period. V might have a step on Austin here, but the windshield wash comes in handy. Knocking that puck away. Tony Flo coming around the net. Owen messes up the board bounce a little bit. Hobart Bay is in my head, Sonk. It's a curse, unfortunately. Curse of playing with hot dog flaps or against them. Beautiful passing play here by the Wild, and that shot just misses. Matt with the opportunity off of a great setup from Lumali and Owen. Resi has this one now for the Liberty. Chip, and then Russians it to try and get past the defense. Creative play, but lackluster results. Not really the fault of Resi there, though. Defense just stopped with him, and there wasn't anywhere Resi could go to build up momentum. Couldn't find the pass, couldn't get into a position to deke. Ends up losing that one on the sideboards. Minute 15 left to go in this third period. We might be seeing overtime in this one. Of course, now that I've said it, the odds of it happening have gone drastically down. We might not see it at all. Austin, long shot, blocked by V. Resi wins that puck battle. Crucial win there. With the Liberty slightly out of position. Another lob. Zebra. Oh my goodness, he almost put that in his own net. Off of the post. Austin has found his niche in this game to score goals. Matt, bar down! A bouncing puck in net. And Matt takes it home. Lovely play. Good awareness from Matt, and the finish that I've said was lacking this whole game was beautiful on that one. Taking advantage of the opportunity that he was given directly in front of the Liberty net. And we might see another split series between these two fierce rivals. Owen launches it in. Zebra, that one was going wide. He still tried to knock it down. Reflex getting the best of Zebra, but it does pay off as it starts a rush for the Liberty. Inside pass, tipped by Lumali, chucked to the corner. And the Bloomington Wild will take game 2, a high-scoring affair, 3-2. To split the series, 3 points apiece. And these teams seem destined to find each other in the playoffs. It's a great game tonight. I don't have much else to say. These teams, depending on the result from Halifax and Albany, will more than likely stay where they are in the standings. You mentioned the Liberty up to 53 points, or 51 points I should say. The Wild right behind them at 50. We could have a really competitive end to the season in the final week. Looking to the last week for these teams, Bloomington Wild have the Red Deer Caribou, and the Liberty face off against Albany in what might be the biggest match of the season in the regular season, as that one will almost certainly be played for first place in the Pro Division. That's going to do it for us here on the broadcast, or me here on the broadcast, I should say, for now. We will be staying live. I'll get everything switched over, and we'll be right back in about 15 minutes with Calabasas versus Red Deer. Battle of the Camels and the Caribou. Next. And welcome back into the booth here on PHL 3. I'm back as your host, Flyfire. And we got a second D1 matchup tonight. This one, a bit lower stakes than the one we just watched. Both of these teams eliminated from the playoffs already with 2 match days to go. Playing for bragging rights. Playing for our aura points, whatever the kids call it. It's the Calabasas Camel Crushers visiting the Red Deer Caribous. Caribous. Is it caribou or caribou? I got Hobart Bay on the mind. It is Caribous. So we'll try and be consistent with that, if anything, tonight. We got Calabasas in the lobby right now. No idea who their starters are going to be. And the same can be said for Red Deer. Red Deer has been running a rotation ever since their elimination from the playoffs. But we can see some of the players in the server, at least, for the Calabasas Camel Crushers. John D. and Net, Trev, Glensky, Jabba Dimitri, Mike Throdano, and Dazzle. I believe Dazzle has been playing more of a backup goalie role for this squad, being a flex in D2 and a goalie in D1. I believe a skater in D3, so Dazzle alongside Pinks, the only players in the PHL playing in all 3 leagues, and they're on the same D3 team. These teams right now, as I said, they're both eliminated from the playoffs as we stand right now. Calabasas Camel Crushers are sitting at 27 points with 8 wins and 18 losses. The Red Deer Caribous, 18 points with 6 wins and 20 losses through 26 games played for both teams. Not a great week for these teams so far. On Tuesday night, both of these teams suffering sweeps. Caribous getting shut out in Game 2 by Albany 5-0, giving up 10 goals on the night. Calabasas had a touch more success against Bloomington, who we just saw split a series with Philadelphia. They took the first game to overtime, 2-1, lost there, and a 4-2 loss in Game 2. I got my cat running around my room knocking stuff over, so I apologize if you hear that. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. And we see the infamous Jack join and leave the server now. So it looks like he will at least be playing. No idea who else will be on the squad. So far, there's rumblings that Kiwi may not be present tonight. Hopefully we'll see some time for players like Jack, BGP to get off the bench and onto the ice. They've been getting plenty of skating time through these past couple of weeks and performed pretty admirably. Just looking at the stats for the Red Deer Caribous, Jack, through 12 games with the team, has 9 points, 4 goals, and 5 assists. For their struggles in the season itself, this is a relatively high-scoring team. Multiple players sitting at or above a point per game, including PK, Kiwi, and before his departure, Otto. Wef is also close with 19 points in 23 games, so this team definitely not lacking for offense. But trouble on the back end, especially their defense, that's been the big issue for them this season. They just have not been able to fully figure it out on that end of the ice. And their goalies are kind of paying the price, as both Gold Trader and Big Lar right now I believe I saw a stat that said they were sitting at over a 2 goals against average. But the page is saying less than that. Big Lar sitting at a 1.5 right now. Although, I'm going to be honest, that doesn't actually seem right. Because he has 16 games played and 36 goals allowed. So that's more than double. Not sure where the 1.5 is coming from. I will actually put us back in the starting soon screen for a second. We are switching servers, so I'll be back in about 15 seconds here. Alright, we got that sorted now. As we've got RDC and CCC in this lobby. Big Lars starting in net for RDC. And on the other side, as we mentioned, John D. You can see your starters there. Minus Oiwef, who quickly leaves. A little bit of an argument about ping. As always, the constant back and forth trying to get the best, or in some cases the worst server to try and throw off your opponents. I believe that's what Kiwi is trying to do right now. I'm hoping we'll get started soon here. I don't have a whole lot on these teams. I haven't seen either of these teams all season. So I'm not too familiar with their game. See if I get surprised at all. As starting lineups tonight, probably see a bit of changes as we go through. But BGP, Jack, PK, and Kiwi as skaters for RDC, who will be in the blue. And for Calabasas Camel Crushers, Dimitri, Jabba, Trev, and Glensky are your skaters on that side. So get underway in period 1. The 5th and 6th seeds will kick things off by Glenn coming in and ripping a shot. Rebound chance. PK knocks that one away. And it's fired up. Trev picks it up. The first overall pick in D1. Hanging back here as Jabba looks to pass it to him. Trev will activate once again. All 4 members of RDC are back. And Trev starts picking them off one by one. Through the middle. Shot low. Glensky looking for the rebound. Takes it to safe space. Turning in. Nice pass down low. Looking for Trev on the far side. But that one was blocked, I believe, by BGP. Jabba from his own end. Pass inside, blocked by BG, but maybe not to his benefit, as Glenn wins a couple of 50s and gets low. Kiwi coming up, through the middle of the ice, chips it over top. Dimitri with a nice bat down. Jack coming in, shot, knocked away by Trev. Good opportunity from Jack, who's been showing up and showing out for RDC in limited minutes with them this season. I'm going to try not to glaze Jack too much, seeing as he is on my team. I don't want to sound too biased. But respect earned is respect earned, so We'll call it out when we see it. But until then, as far as I'm concerned, Jack sucks. He has the puck now. Not doing much to dispel my stated opinion. But he launches it over to Kiwi, who will turn on this. Down in the zone. Moves it to the middle. Well played by Kiwi. Shot on John, who makes the save. Gets the clear. And Trev will take it out of the zone. Jack back to defend a 2-on-1. PK rushing in. But he gets bumped. Shot on. Big Lar with the save. Stick saves at either end of the ice. As this one comes back to Jabba. Knocks it into the zone. Glenski battled on the 50, but it was won by BGP. Jack now with it as two streaking up ice. You can see on the minimap there. Kiwi picking it up. Almost had a lane to the net. But Jabba shuts it down. Forces a bump on the net by Kiwi and gives Jabba a lot of space to work with. Nice challenge. Torpedoing in is Jack. Gets another knockdown here. Maybe a chance for RDC early. That puck much higher than Kiwi can reach. It's back to PK. Shot near the net. John knocks it away. And BGP turning with it. He beats Glenski here, looking to beat Dimitri as well. A lot of Division 2 representation on the ice right now. BGP, Jack, and Dimitri, all current players on successful to not really successful D2 teams. Sorry, Grizz, but that season has not been going well for Dimitri, Grizz on Nevada. They are still in the playoff hunt, though, so we'll see how that unfolds next week. That extremely long D2 season. Kiwi looking for the pass out in front. Maybe looking to jam it in near side. Either way, John stopped it. Trev launches it far side to Jabba. Challenged by BGP. It's all over that pass. I hope Dimitri scores too. I'd love to see a Dimitri goal in this economy. Need those feel-good moments nowadays. As Trev turns with it. Looking to start the feel-good times for Calabasas. Glenski will leave it for Dimitri. Dimitri opts to leave it for Glenski. And they somehow coming out of that pile with a rush chance here. Trev cutting in the far side on his backhand. Good fake on BGP. But it didn't get him a full beat, so he goes around the net with it, looking out in front. And Kiwi will go on the rush the other way. Should be able to get at least a shot out of this. On the backhand, rips one just wide. That's Glenski. Can't get it by BGP, who's been a demon on the boards this game. Back pass looking for Jack. Nothing doing there. And Glenski takes it out. Kiwi. It's popped over Glenski. And launched into the far side. As the first period comes to a close, last opportunity for Calabasas falls by the wayside as Glenski rushes it. Trev will put the puck in the empty net after the whistle. As we see the first change of the night, Oywef coming onto the ice. He will be replacing BGP in the second period of play. Oywef, another D2 player. Teammates with Jack on the Calgary Galaxy as well. Jack, early chance here in the second. Stripped away by Trevor. Nice stick lift there. Call it Datsukian. Really trying to make that one stick, but I don't think it's working. Jabba's back to receive this. He'll chip it up ice. Up to Glenski. Nice pass. But Kiwi is all over it. Wins the 50 and knocks it into the zone. A little bit of a slingshot there. Knock the puck away from the stick of 74. As Dimitri comes up ice, finds a pass to Jabba. He has a drop pass option. He puts it high. And that gives RDC a bit of time to react. But the setup isn't great from RDC, and as a result, Glenski is able to come in on the forehand. Finds Trev back door. What a pass! No goal. A lovely little play from Glenski, recognizing that both defensemen were set up for a block and finding Trev backdoor. Excellent vision. Probably deserving of a goal, but couldn't find the back of the net. PK strips it from Dimitri, and then from Trev. Glenski spinning, finding Trev. This dynamic duo for Calabasas has found a lot of their offense this season. For a team that has struggled in that department, Glenski and Trev have been real highlights. Glenski sitting at 28 points. Trev right behind him at 27. Both of those players over a point per game. Dimitri back to receive this. 3 minutes left to go in the second period. He tried to leave it for Jabba, but Kiwi will be the benefactor there. Knocks it off the boards, and this puck just isn't going anywhere right now. Another try from the drop pass for Jabba. It just wasn't there. Tried to force it. Kiwi behind the net. And it looked like he was trying to chip it far side. Waywef will be there to recover the play for RDC. Jabba wins the 50 against Jack, but not against Kiwi. Goes for the wrap. Touched too early there on the turn. It goes off the back of the net. Jack almost cutting that pass off. Would have been an excellent scoring chance if he did. Waywef behind the net to PK. PK couldn't handle it, and Trev will come out of the corner with it. Tipped on net. Glenski. Big save from Big Lar in net. His first true test of the game. Passes with flying colors. That was a great save. I love that technique from Glenski. Instead of trying to rip the shot from close range, he just gives a little tip. Gets enough height on that to be effective. Jack picks it up now. Shot on. John D with a nice save. Up high. Back pass by Waywef. Couldn't find Jack. That one was tipped away. PK. He's going all the way back with this puck. Using that HQM turn. I don't know how you can trademark a turn, but you can trademark a pass. That was beautiful from PK. Knocked away by John D. But Kiwi with a good opportunity there. Jack will pick it up and leave it for PK, who gives it right back to Jack. Nice give and go at the blue line. Jack will come in. He's got a rocket for a shot. Looks close corner. Kiwi on the wrap. Has PK in front. Spins with it. Looking for any sort of a lane. Finds it. No one in front to receive that. Or I should say it bounces off John. And goes away from PK on the back post. Dimitri in on Waywef. And he'll drop it back to Trev. Trev has Jabba far side. He tries to use him. Jabba spinning shot. And Trev almost double hit that into the net. He's saying what a save. So it looks like Big Lar got a piece of it. If so, a beautiful save from Big Lar. Nem, you don't have to be calling out Glenski like that, man. It's like, it's average. Come on. PK back for this one. Glenski challenges him. Waywef picks it up. Pass up to Kiwi, who isn't on a break, but has to wait for that pass. And that runs out the clock in the second. Still no goals in this series. As BGP will jump in. I'm assuming to replace PK, but it is Waywef that will hop out. Oh no, actually, Waywef moving up to offense. Jack will be the one to hop out. And we'll get going in period number 3. Few good chances for both sides. I'd give the edge to CCC right now. It's a beautiful knockdown by Glenski. Tried for the spin pass to Trev, but too much pressure. Probably a not great spin pass from Wef there. almost led to a chance for Calabasas. Wef will try and redeem himself coming out of the zone. Takes it over the blue line, but loses it temporarily. Doesn't win the race back to it. Gets into a puck battle, and it's knocked to the middle. Jabba comes in, fires a long shot. Rebound, 2 saves from Big Lar off the pads. Good control from Big Lar there. Easy to get panicked, as we'll see another chance the other way. Bigger save from John D on the pass. That one off the chest. He slides over and covers it, so the goalie's having a bit of a showdown here early in the second. John with another tip save. As I am getting spammed on Snapchat right now. Not by girls, don't worry. Nem, your spot is safe. As the man whore of... Oh, I can't say that. Oh my god, I can't say that. Sorry. We carry on, and we hope that dead guy is watching the other stream. Yeah, that's a TOS. That's a TOS right there. Whoops. Kiwi. The shots. God damn it. As soon as I said it, I was like, uh-oh. As soon as I said it, I was like, oh, Christ. I think we're okay. I think dead guy's watching Hooks in Albany right now. Or he's just away. That is another option. Kiwi. Beautiful pass to Wef in the middle. Wef going to the backhand and scores! Lovely pass by Kiwi. And a great finish by Oywef. As he finds a goal here. I'm trying to figure out how many Oywef has on the season. That's his 5th of the season. And they'll look to find some more offense here. Oywef coming in. Trev will beat him to that puck. But Oywef just pressures him like a hound on that one. Good connection by Kiwi and Oywef to find the series' first goal. That one hits Kiwi in the face. Trev. Inside. PK. As everyone skates by that, much to the benefit of Glenski. Comes in on his forehand. Shot low. Big Lard knocks it away. Trev still has it. Off the side of the net. That one was closer than I thought it would be. I'm going to be honest. Kiwi coming up ice. Pressure by Trev on the backside. Dimitri out in front. And a nice chip pass again. Looking for BGP. Oywef. Looking for his options. Gets around, spin pass. That's a beautiful play by Oywef. Caught John D out, but not the defense. Nice pass, switching the ice. Oywef can't find a handle on it. Goes for the spin pass instead to Kiwi, who will pick this puck up. Miscommunication between Glenski and Dimitri, and John bails out. The Calabasas Camel Crushers there. Big save to keep this one 1-0. Glenski and Trev connecting for a beautiful play. That one saved away by Big Lar. A long slide. John D thinking about coming out for that puck. Decides against it. Off the crossbar. Nice shot by Kiwi. As BGP will take advantage of this in the corner. Trev looking to take it out of said corner. But he won't be successful until he strips it away from Kiwi. Now up ice. Insane move to beat BGP there. Looking for the shot. Couldn't find an angle that he likes, so he drops it off to Dimitri. Dimitri gets it to the corner, but a good body by Oywef. Jabba has Glenski back post. There's no one back for Calabasas, so this has to be a good chance. And they'll get away with a dump. John D looking to restart the offense. 30 seconds left, so you can understand the urgency from CCC here. They need this win. If nothing else, just for bragging rights. Dimitri coming in, dangling through the whole cast. Big save from Lar. Nice play by Dimitri, but Lar was up to it. Another save off the pads. Issues with Calabasas elevating that puck tonight. Glenski can't find anything, and it'll be the Red Deer Caribous who take game 1. 1-0. Good first game from Red Deer Caribous. They pick up their 7th win of the season. Off of a lovely goal from Oywef, assisted by Kiwi. BGP finding the secondary assist on that one. As we'll go into game 2, Gold Trader will come in for RDC, getting the start in the second half. John D stays in net for the Calabasas Camel Crushers as the teams look to figure out their lineups. See what we can find. Style looks like he'll be making an appearance. Style has had pretty good success this season on RDC. He's got 4 points, 3 goals and an assist in 11 appearances. But I should point out, with these games played total, even if you see the ice for only just 1 period in a game, it is counted towards a full game played. So sometimes the goals per game number can be a little bit misleading in that regard. I would expect Styles' goals per game is a lot closer to 60 or 70%, given that the rotations that RDC does usually means he's only playing at most 2 periods a game. So it'll be Kiwi out as Glenski hits an amazing toe drag. Gets in, pass back door. What a goal from Glenski! Oh my goodness! And again, I completely lose track of the camera there. And we missed most of it, but you can go back and watch it. That's clip-worthy in my opinion. The toe drag and the pass back door, and Trev, all he has to do is just watch it go in. And it's 1-0 for Calabasas. So the shutout of game 1, not followed up by Red Deer in game 2. Big goal. There's nothing Gold Trader can do on that one, in all honesty. Absolutely nothing. That one was going in whether he liked it or not. Nice save there, and the rebound comes out. Dimitri almost buries it. Just wide to the short side. This one popping over the net. Dimitri unable to find anything there, and Trev will chase this one down. Nice stop and turn by Trev. Innovative player. He's looking backdoor, you can tell. Can't find Dimitri or Glenski. Dimitri goes low over the head of Glenski. Left has it. Fires it up. Jack is there. Style backdoor. Can he find him? He can! Off the post! BGP! Blocked by Trev. John D was completely out of that second shot. But no finish from RDC there. Dimitri coming in. This net's open. Short angle shot, and he scores. What happened there for RDC? Gold Trader fires it up, and there's just no reception on it. And Dimitri has a wide open net to put that in. That is an unfortunate play. Oh, we might need a pause here. John has dipped from the server. He'll join back in. There's an open net, and Style misses wide. John is back in the cage now, so no capitalization off of that. I'm assuming technical error from John D. This one chipped off the back of the net. Jack to Style couldn't connect. Lenski will take it up. I mean, Lumali, I do agree with what you're saying there. Normally, I'd say it's an interesting choice subbing out PK for Style, but at this point in the season, RDC is just, they're just playing people. Nice shot by Style there. You can't really fault him for giving guys playing time at this point. There's no real real benefit to winning games aside from bragging rights, so might as well see what works. I certainly don't mind it. Style a decent player in his own right. And he has this puck coming out of the zone. Cuts inside on Trev, but Trev reacts well and takes a huge hit from Oywef. Oh my goodness. Oywef had him lined up like Stevens on Korea and ran him over right at the logo. That was a brutal collision. And this one will be tossed all the way down ice by BGP. The pass just missing the stick of Style. Mike Throdano up to Dimitri. Dimitri just opting to go back. That pass finds absolutely no one except for BGP. Takes his puck in. The stick knocked into the ice by Dimitri, and he can't find a good shot. Style firing it towards the middle. It takes a few awkward bounces and springs Dimitri. Gonna have to hustle to catch up with this. He has a small lane to the net. Looking for the shot. What a goal by Dimitri. He hits those angles. That one was from the hash mark. Just a little bit lower, and he goes far corner on Goal Trader. 3-0 Calabasas. Another gorgeous goal. That one from the substitute. I believe that's Dimitri's first goal of the season. They don't have the trade in on the stat page. It's still showing V playing for Calabasas, but that is not right. Yeah, that is a first goal of the season in D1. First career goal in D1 for Dimitri. You really can't ask for a better one than that. As we'll get some more lineup changes, you can see him there. As Kiwi makes another appearance, moving Oywef back to defense. BGP coming out of the lineup. Oh my god. You know what? That was not his first career goal. He scored earlier in this game, and I just completely forgot about it. My apologies to Dimitri. That's his second career goal. The one earlier was his first, so we can cut that out and just replace the first goal with that clip. Yeah, Dimitri had the second goal as well, so my apologies there. Completely lost track of the game. But we're underway in the second period. PK coming down the left side wing. Shot on. Trev blocks it away all the way across the PHL logo. And Style back to receive. He beats Dimitri here. Lobs it on net. Saw a lot of those goals go in the last series. Two directly caused by those dumps by Austin, and the game winner was a much similar play. RDC taking their chance. They're looking for any form of goal scoring here. Half the game and an extra minute to work with. Style moves it to the middle. Spin shot knocked away by Glenski. Big hit behind the net. Both of those guys get out of their standing. Kiwi went for the body, but stood up by Mike Throdano. Kiwi with it down low. Moving this puck up the wall. Has Style in the middle. Style can't catch that pass. Trev knocks it all the way down into the Red Deer zone. I have something in my eye. Kind of giving me a bit of trouble, so we'll try and make sure we can still see what's going on the ice. But Kiwi cutting in, past Mike Throdano, good save by John. Oywef will come down, pinching in on that puck. Kiwi looking to drop it back into the zone. Oywef's going to have to hustle for this one to beat out Dimitri. He does, by quite a bit, actually. Dimitri with the knockdown doesn't fully take it away from Kiwi. Good defense by Trev, reading that play. Style still has it. The pressure from RDC is there, but they can't find the middle of the ice. As Dimitri comes up ice, down low to Trev. Nice pass. Here comes Trev, in all alone. Can't find it. Mike Throdano with a chance. Also cannot find a shot. Not on net, at least. Glensky off the side of the net. Oywef chips it by Trev. Launched all the way down ice. Dimitri. Back pass. Oywef gets around Dimitri. Nice move there. What can he find with it? Pass from a Russian position. That's kind of wild that he got that much power on it. But it's all for naught. As the puck goes to Glensky up front. Glensky, good tip by PK. Dimitri coming in. Ripping a low shot. Goal Trader able to bat that one aside. Kiwi has this one. Chip towards the middle. Trev deking, dangling, but can't find the lane. Maybe Throdano will have a bit more success. Mike Throdano, long shot, scores! Well, he certainly does have more success there. Cutting around Wef, launching it over the stick of Gold Trader. This Lumalee's prediction, unfortunately, is wrong. CCC not done scoring at all. And they still got about half the game left to pile up some more goals on RDC tonight. Dimitri looking to do just that. Looking for the hat trick. But he Russians it. Isn't able to find the net. 45 seconds left in the second period. Dimitri can't get it by PK and Oywef. Coalition effort on defense knocks that puck to the neutral zone. Style cuts off that pass from Trev and finds the lane. He has Oywef cutting in. Will he elect to use him? No, he goes for the shot himself, and that one's wide. PK launches it far side. Dimitri has this one. 2-on-1. From a long ways out, he launches that pass. Cut off by Oywef on the backhand. Nice cut off of that pass from Lef. The defense has been struggling a bit for RDC, I should say, in this matchup. John, awkward. Very awkward play on that puck, but luckily the puck doesn't seem to fit in through the 5-hole when you're standing, so that one goes to the corner, and we end the second period. This one seems like a done deal already. 4-0 for Calabasas. I would usually say we've seen wilder things on the PHL broadcast, but I don't think we've seen anything as wild as a 4-goal comeback. The joke is that we can't even find a 2-goal comeback in the PHL, but there's been a few. For sure there's been a few. Throdano knocking it by 1, knocking it by 2, and Glensky will be the benefactor. Trying to cut to the middle to Trev. Good pickup by BGP, who moves it back to Oywef. Oywef taking his time and loses it to Dimitri. I'm not sure what the plan was there for Oywef, but it didn't go well. Jack has it, and he is a bit more successful in launching that puck up ice. PK back pass. Mike has it. Puts it behind the net to Dimitri. Dimitri, he loses this one as well. A lot of stationary defense on both sides that are just losing pucks. Now try and tighten that up. Try and move that puck a little bit quicker. Glensky looking to do just that. He puts a shot on. Gold Trader makes the save. Jack launches that one down ice. Trev with a knockdown. PK battles for it. And Mike has to pick it up. He's last man back. Pressured by PK and BGP, and he goes over both of their heads, trying to trigger a 3-on-2. Now a 2-on-1 the other way. Pass finds Glenski, but he can't find the pass. So no opportunity there for Calabasas. John puts it behind his own net. Dimitri loses it to BGP. BGP! Save from Dimitri. PK looking for the jumping bat. Superman punch to the puck. Couldn't get all of it. And this one comes back into the Red Deer zone. Out in the hands of Dimitri. Dimitri somehow got that puck through. Moves it over to Glenski on the boards. Back pass to Dimitri. Puck bounces, takes a weird hop. But it's on Jack's stick for Red Deer. Caribou's coming up ice. Is this going to be a mid-game substitution? I don't know what that was. Wef just hopped out for a second. Now back on the ice. Back pass. Couldn't find BGP. Moves it up top. Looking to cut in. BGP. Nothing there. Dimitri. Coming in. He's got not a lot of time, and he moves it to the corner. Wise play by Dimitri, putting it in a spot that Trev can reach it, and hopefully kickstart the offense. He'll turn at the neutral zone, but he double taps it. A bit too eager on that dump. And the game makes him pay. Throdano. Oh my goodness. Jack just launched BGP back on defense. And BGP gets up in time to react to this play. A little bit of help on the back check from Jack. PK coming in. Oh, what a move. Gets by Throdano. But Throdano gets back to it. I guess it's Throdano, right? Because it's Mike Modano. Yeah. Well, I apologize to Mike, but we'll try and be better. Granted, I doubt I'll be announcing one of his games for the rest of the season. Glenski with it. He has Throdano. And he's looking for it. Couldn't find that puck. Try and give it right back from the corner. And Glenski has this out in front. PK is spinning like a Beyblade. Makes that stop. Mike Throdano puts it over the net. Minute 13 left to go, and you can tell the tempo is kind of falling off a little bit in the third. Jack coming in, looking to kickstart something. Beautiful pass mid. And it just isn't there. What on earth? So Kiwi is on the ice. So this is too many men for the... What? So, I think RDC is mostly given up. So this one will be a forfeit, and they're not coming back, so it does not affect the result whatsoever. Big Lar is on the ice, but they are playing with too many men. Michael D'Angelo. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that. This one is over. Not a whole lot that can happen. Trev coming in looking to make it 5, but Gold Trader says, no thank you, I've had enough. That one will be back passed. And that'll do it. Calabasas and the Red Deer Caribou will split the series much like the first. 3 points apiece. They stay where they are in the standings. That's about it. Not much to say about that last game. It got away from RDC quickly. They really couldn't get going. So that'll be it for me in the box. I don't have much to add to that game. A little recap of the action tonight in Game 1. Or Match 1, I should say. We had Bloomington and Philly splitting their 2-game set. 2-1 for Philly in Game 1, and then 3-2 for Bloomington. And then the game you just watched, Red Deer winning Game 1, 1-0, and Calabasas winning Game 2, a score of 4-0. A little bit of a blowout. Out-of-town scoreboard, Halifax picking up 2 huge wins over Albany, extending their win streak to 6 games in a row. Since the trade deadline, Halifax has been the best team in the league, and they're showing it still. With 4 wins against Philadelphia and Albany. They win 2-1 in both of those matches. I believe Halifax, they'll be in a race. So as the last week comes around, last match day, there's 2 points separating first from fourth. Philadelphia up top, tied with Albany at 51 points, then Bloomington with 50, and Halifax with 49. That first seed is anyone's in the final week of the season. So that'll be all for me in the booth. It's been a pleasure having you all join me here for some decent action. I am Flyfire. I hope you'll join us next Monday and this weekend for some D3. I'll see you very soon.